Welcome, family. This is the Velvet Locks with another story time. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yes, I still have more stories to tell. Now, this story time is about when my car got stolen in Brooklyn. Yes, you guys, my car got snatched in Brooklyn, New York. So we're going to get into this story right now because for those of you who've gone through stuff like this where your car has gotten actually taken from you and you've went through certain types of personalities like what I'm getting ready to explain to you, I know what you're going through. So let's go back. This is back in time around, I would say I was like in my late 20s, early 30s. So now, this is around the time when I had my flied Grand Dam. Now, I spoke to you in another story time about this particular vehicle. And this was in Brooklyn, okay? Now, I told you about, in my previous story times, about how those Brooklyn people can't drive. Well, Brooklyn is also known for other stuff besides bad driving. It's also known for being jacked, okay? Crooklyn. Yeah, that's their nickname. That's what they're known as in Brooklyn. Now, listen, I don't want to offend any of my subbies. You know I love you all. I don't want to offend any of you because you may live in Brooklyn, aka Crooklyn. But these are real stuff. These are realities. These are things people are saying about Brooklyn. So I'm not the only one. Well, anyways, so this was when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. And I'm chilling, I'm cruising, I got my Grand Dam, I'm flexing, I'm flossing, I'm finessing, I'm doing it all right? Me and a friend of mine, we wanted to hang out one day. So I suggested, okay, well, let's go hang out at Prospect Park. Now, for those of you who don't know where Prospect Park is like a central park that's located in Manhattan, but this is in Brooklyn. And what it is, it's a big park. Beautiful scenery. They even got a zoo. They got all sorts of other stuff. They got a lake. You could paddle boat. You could do a whole lot over there. But it's a nice, cool, relaxing place to hang out, chill with the family, that type of thing. So on this particular day, it was beautiful. It was sunny. So at that time, it was just me and my Desiree. Okay, at that time, it was just Missy Poo Poo. There was no other peoples around, just her. So me and my ride-or-die chick, Desiree Marie, at that time, I think she was like about 5 or 6 years old. So we went to Central Park with my friend. Now, I drove to Brooklyn, and we parked somewhere around the perimeters of Prospect Park. Okay, because it's a big park. It's in a very congested area of Brooklyn, downtown Flatbush area of Brooklyn, and it's really very busy there. So you really are lucky, blessed, whatever you want to call it, to get a park in that area. So I just happened to find a park. Now I'm booming, I'm blasting, I'm doing everything, I'm jamming. I got my system, but it was time for us to leave out of the car. So we gather all our belongings. Now, I didn't feel like tagging along with my bag. I didn't feel like bringing a whole lot of different things. So at that time now, okay, let's go back in time. Now, I don't know if you guys remember back in the days, they had Benzie boxes. I'm telling my age again. I can't believe I'm telling my age again. Well, I don't know if they still install those things, but I had a Benzie box installed in my car because I had a system put in there. So the radio was nice, and those are the kind of radios back in the days that were removable radios, okay? So when you left your vehicle, if you knew you had a bad behind system in there with the booming radio, well, they had those with the fake faces on it. You could flip the faces down. Well, I didn't have that. So mine had the little handle that you hold and you pull out the radio. But I didn't have a case, so I just pulled the radio out. And when it was time for us to leave, I put it in the back of the vehicle. Cool. At least I thought it was fine. I thought it was safe. I didn't think anybody was really going to check for it in my trunk. But it just so happens, as we pulled up to Prospect Park, and we found a spot, and we're gathering up all of our stuff. So after we get out the car now, I noticed this guy who was flying a kite, and the kite was stuck in a tree right not too far away from where we are parked. Now, to me at the time, it didn't dawn on me. It didn't look suspicious. It didn't look crazy. It just looked like, dang, dude, you got it bad. You got it bad. Your kite is stuck in a tree, and it is not coming out. But It was a kind of crazy situation because he was just standing there. At that time, I never thought twice about it. So we gathered our stuff, slid out my benzene, put all our stuff in the trunk, got my key, and boom, set the alarm, and we were gone. So the whole entire time we were in the park now, we were just enjoying ourselves. My daughter was busy running around. I mean, this little girl had so much energy. I don't know where she got it from, but she could have been a sprinter back then because she actually ran from the time I let her out the car until the time we came back to the car. She was pretty much jogging the whole time as we were walking. She's jogging. Okay, she was jogging. But we had a wonderful time, you know, talking, hanging out, chilling, watching all the sights in the park, all of that. Beautiful day. A wonderful day to be out, okay, with the family because people were out with their families. It was really nice. So now it gets dark and it's kind of getting late and it's time to go home. Well, why is it we get out the park now and we're walking to where I truly remembered us parking this vehicle. So I'm walking down the street now. We're walking down the street. And I realized, wait a minute. This looks like where we parked the car. But where's the car? So, after that thought, like, okay, well, the car's not here. Let me walk a little bit up the street. Because maybe that's where I parked the car. So, have you ever gotten stupid? Now, you know for a fact you left something exactly where you left it, and now all of a sudden it's not there, and it's like, so now you're going to go through all sorts of different things that you know you didn't do, and you know you didn't put it there, but you're going to be looking and doing those things anyways. So I go up the street, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's not up here either, but I don't remember us being this far up. I definitely know we were parked back down this side. Walk back down there again. What the heck? Now, alright, did we park here? It gotta be here. Alright, there's the tree, there's the kite. Alright, so it is around here. But where's the car? We didn't see any glass on the street. We didn't see nothing to show signs that the car was there and that maybe somebody broke into it. So now I'm scared crapless. Because I'm all the way in Brooklyn, I'm from Queens, and I didn't even know if I had enough money to get home. But I'm like, where is my car? So I called my father. At that time, they still lived in New York. And I was like,
Dad, I don't know what's going on. My car's not here. I come back to my car's not here.
So he's telling me all the different things to look for. Call 911, see if maybe it was towed, blah, blah, blah. So I called, found out, nope, it wasn't towed. So therefore, then, it must have been stolen. Are you kidding me? My car was stolen?
So you didn't tow it? It wasn't towed for tickets? No? It wasn't? You sure? I do got some tickets. No? You don't have it in your registry or anything showing that you towed a white Grand Am, blah, 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 is the license plate? No? OMG.
My car is stolen. So now I got to report it stolen. We somehow, you know, got our monies together and decided, okay, we're going to get on the train and take our butts back home. I finally get home and I'm telling my dad all the activities of what's what. And he says, okay, well, you can take my car because now I have to make a police report. So I got to go back to Brooklyn and find whatever precinct is in that area and file a report because now my car is actually stolen. So now I borrow my father's car and I make my way back up there, found the precinct, made out a report, boom. So now I'm without a car. I forgot exactly how long it was, but they were supposedly looking for the people who had my car. And I think it took like about 2 weeks before I heard something from the police. So now I finally get that call.
Hello? You found my car? Oh my gosh, really?
So I'm excited now. They found my car. The cops found my car. So now the first thing you think of when you hear that, all right, your car was stolen, but they found your car. Yeah, you're thinking all in one piece, right? Yeah, right? No. They found my car. But when I finally went to see my car was in a shambles. It was a wreck. It was torn the heck up. All right. Not only did this person probably pop my trunk lock, because my trunk lock was popped. Now, he saw I put my bag in the car. Yeah, he saw when I put my bag in the car. Well, my spare keys to the vehicle was in the car. So that is how he got to drive a car away without having to mess with anything. So it had to be that dude with the kite stuck in a tree, because he's the only one around that saw me putting everything in my back trunk. So obviously it had to be him. They popped my trunk, they got the bag, and they were able to drive my car without having to mess with the ignition. So it had to be that dude. All right. He also ripped my back seat. Don't ask me why, but my back seat was ripped. It was bent. It was twisted, like they was trying to rip out my seats. So that was done. The car looked jacked up. And you know, when you know you've been violated, somebody's been in your vehicle, the last thing you want to do is get in there either. All right. So after I got my car back and I saw the crappy condition that my car was in, I didn't want that at all. Oh, I was so unhappy that they actually found the car. I was mad. Because if that was the case, I would have at least gotten my full coverage. Whatever was the case on the car, I would have gotten that covered. But just to see it the way it was, and the condition it was in, and to know somebody was in it, and they was joyriding and violating my car, I didn't want it. I didn't care about how much was left on the loan for it. I just didn't want it. It was like somebody wore my underwear. I don't want that. I ain't driving in that. Back then, I tell you, I didn't really care much. I just let the bank take it. Take it. Take it.
I'm no longer in love with you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
And that was it. I let the bank take it. They ended up auctioning off that piece of crap. I don't know how much they really got for it, but I ended up satisfying the balance of the loan. But yeah, my car got jacked in Brooklyn. All right. And I know exactly how that feeling is when you come back to the spot where you know you parked your vehicle, but it's not there. Boy, it's like somebody punched you in your stomach and you feel so stupid because you're like, I know I parked it here. Like, and you're just doing the dumb thing, like looking like you really eventually going to see that car pop up somewhere. Like you really looking like, I don't know. But yes, my car got stolen. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this easy, fast story time of when my car actually got jacked in Brooklyn, New York. All right. And I think I may have a couple more story times left in me. So if you want to see more story time videos, let me know down below. All right. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Hey fam, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell right next to it. So this way you will know when I'm uploading another video. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button, give me those likes, thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you will not miss another one of these type of videos. So let's get started.